have concerns about him because if you look at the advanced metrics, he's closer to the bottom of the league than he is at the top of the league in a lot of running back advanced metrics. Now, there's still the jury's still out about how sticky those are year to year, how predictive they are, I guess, on a season to season basis. So I don't know, but he was not the best running back in the league this year. And my concern is that clearly in a perfect world, you would rather pass the ball further downfield with longer ADOT to pick up more yards to a wide receiver. So when you're throwing the ball a lot to a running back, that might be an indication of a breakdown in the offense that you would prefer to fix in the offseason, look for other ways to move the ball that way. So if your value to us in fantasy is that you're catching the ball a lot, we're going to continue throwing the ball to running backs. But if you cannot also run the ball efficiently and successfully to the point where they need to bring somebody else in, I think that that's concerning. That makes me devalue you from fantasy, from a fantasy standpoint, because I'm afraid that they might find a replacement in some way for some of your volume. And obviously volume is king for all of us. Are you concerned in that regard about Rachaad White?
You know how I talk about spidey senses? My spidey senses were tingling for Rachaad White last year. And I thought he was a sleeper and a good player and he exceeded expectations. My spidey senses are tingling on the other side. And I kind of agree with you. I tend to agree with you because of how good he was. And we're talking about a guy who was a top 8 running back in fantasy. And he was spectacular as a pass catcher in the second half of the season, especially.